morning, boos and ghouls, and happy Halloween. Welcome to the Little Rock Fire Department here in Little Rock, Arkansas. I am your guest host on the Sparkle Safety Spot today, Firefighter Bo. Got a little bit of things to talk to you about today. Molly and Firefighter Dana are getting ready to, they should be getting back in town any time now this morning. They've been in Wisconsin visiting with some other safety educators across the nation and talking about some really great things. I had the opportunity to talk with them as well this past Wednesday. That was really great. Enjoyed talking with everybody then. So a few things to talk about today. See here, of course it is Halloween. It's my favorite holiday of the year because I get to dress up and be silly and all that other good stuff. Speaking of costumes, let me show you what our good friend Molly the fire safety dog has in mind for her costume today. See it right here? Molly is a hot dog. That's a really good costume. A few things to announce. They are, the fire safety dogs are going to be back in Arkansas, in Clarksville this morning sometime. But rest assured, if you want to see Molly, you can see her tonight at Safe Treat in Clarksville at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. They will be there doing the Clarksville Safe Treat. It's a great thing for the children there to trick or treat in a safe way and all that good stuff. All right, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good day. As you know, we have regular guests come on the show here in Little Rock. We're just in a high traffic area, so I apologize. Another thing I wanted to show you, I'm pretty sure that Firefighter Dana has talked about this, and I know Molly has posted it all over her page on Facebook. But if you would like to follow more of Molly and get all of your up-to-date Molly news, Molly, the fire safety dog, now has her own app. You can see all great videos and photos and information from Molly, and shares a lot of fire safety tips and all that great stuff, and there's links right to her Twitter page and her Facebook page, all that stuff. So all of your Molly information right here in one place. You can get that on Apple and Android just by searching Molly the fire safety dog. So really great stuff. I have it on my phone. I don't always get the opportunity to be on Facebook to see what Molly's talking about every day. So, I get on there when I can, but with the app, I can click on it, see exactly what Molly has to say today. So really great stuff. Make sure you have your parents go check that out for you. So today, personally, I have a couple of little things I'm going to show you. I have a special guest with me today that's not just Pluggy this time, who always seems to be wherever there is a camera. But that's Pluggy for you, always trying to get his picture taken. And so I got a little tool here to show you today. I have a special guest I'm going to bring on, and then I'm going to share with you some safety tips for your safe Halloween this evening, as well as some fire safety tip. So without wasting any more time, we'll go ahead and we'll get started with the tool that I brought today. It's a very simple thing, and I talk about all the time about in the fire service we create and we invent new things to make our job easier and more efficient. Okay, that means that allows us to do our job better. And it's not always just a big tool or a big machine that we can cut through things or anything like that. Sometimes it's simple as a piece of wood. All right, you see here, this is called a wedge. We use this for a variety of things, but you will see a lot of us will wear them in our helmets, on the side of our helmet, and we usually have a few of them stuffed off in our pants pockets, our jacket pockets, all that good stuff. But one of the primary functions of this right here is when we go inside of a room, we never want to let the door close behind us. All right, we always want to leave ourselves a way out whenever we're fighting fire. So this wedge right here can be stuck in the door to keep the door open. All right, so that's one of the biggest things that we use this for. But also it allows us to get down inside of a groove to pry open something, give us a little bit of leverage whenever we're trying to open a car door or anything like that. But you can imagine you can find a lot of different uses for just this little piece of wood. And we make these ourselves, okay? That's another part of being a firefighter is ingenuity, okay? We're always creating new things and we make them ourselves a lot of times. And many of the guys, as you can see here, like to decorate their own wedges. This one says, Engine 6 was here, and a little smiley face guy. Okay, that's just one thing. Some guys will paint them or really color them up to let them know that this is or whose wedge this was, or they like it to match their helmet or something to that nature. So, but that's the tool I'll show you today, the wedge. And now I'm going to bring on the special guest I want to introduce you to. Is a very good friend of mine, and that's Captain Dennis McCann. Captain, come over here.
Hey,
Why I want to bring Dennis on the show today with us is because today is Captain McCann's last day on the Little Rock Fire Department. He's retiring after 31 and a half years. And what is so special, what sets Captain McCann aside from me and everybody else, is that back in 2004, that was 10 years ago, Captain McCann developed the fire department's fire prevention public education program. And he has been doing it on his own for the last 10 years, outreaching to 199,000 citizens here in Little Rock. So that's a really major feat for him. He has developed a lot of the tools and techniques that not only myself, but the other fire educators here in Little Rock use. I've shown you, for instance, the window prop. That is something that Captain McCann is very famous for here in Little Rock. He developed that, he built it himself, and now we have a fleet of window props. And we take them to schools with us every day, and we teach kids to sleep with their door closed, always have a second way out, and teach them how to open their window so that window can be their second way out. So, Captain, I want to bring you on the show this morning to tell you thank you first for being a great friend.
Thanks.
And for being a great teacher over my 8 years of being on this department. And all the things that you've taught me that I can pass on to all the boys and girls here in Little Rock and even around the world on the fire safety spot or the spark safety spot. So I want to say thank you for that and congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for your 31 years of service.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, we have to stay dedicated to what we do as professional firefighters. We have to try to do as much as we can to teach people, whether they're in a classroom or we see people on the street, or maybe we go to their house and help them out for whatever problem they may have. But we have to think about our own families and keep our families safe. So we have to make sure we get the message out not only to the people we serve, but also do it ourselves.
Yes, sir.
We have to make sure our families can get out if there's a fire and know how to stay low under smoke and sleep with the doors closed. And when the firefighters come in with a nozzle or something like that, it's pretty serious business. That means there's probably a fire in there, and
Yes, sir.
they got to take care of business. So
Yes, sir.
I've enjoyed doing it for these 31 years, and I know that the message won't change much. Stop, drop, and roll is still important. 911 is still, a thing. It's not what we had when I was a kid.
Right.
And smoke alarms are important. We're changing our clocks and changing our batteries here this week.
Right. Yes, sir.
Time we change our clocks back. They didn't have smoke alarms when I was a little boy. How many lives have those saved? So that's really important stuff.
Exactly.
So anyway, appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you,
You bet. Thank you. Bye.
All right, so Captain McCann, like I said, really going to be missed here in Little Rock Fire Department. I feel a little more blessed than others, though, because Captain McCann actually lives right down the street from me in our small community of Maumelle. So I'll get to see him whenever I want to. Another one, little secret about Captain McCann, it's not much of a secret here, he's actually a very well-known artist also. So he does a lot of painting. So he's actually retiring to his studio at home so that he can focus full-time on his painting. So congratulations to him, and what a fitting day for him to retire on Halloween of all days. And another thing, when I got to work this morning, he wasn't wearing that uniform he had on, okay? He wasn't dressed like me whenever I showed up this morning. He actually had on the uniform that he wore his first day on the Little Rock Fire Department back in the 70s. So and it was kind of comical. It looked nothing like this. It was a baby blue button-up shirt with a little badge right here and a totally different patch than what we wear now. And he even had his big 70s jacket on, fire department jacket with it as well. So I was hoping he was going to stay like that all day. I guess he decided to change. But either way, thank you to Captain McCann. As you heard Captain McCann talk about, it is daylight savings coming up this weekend. So on Sunday, we will be moving our clocks backwards. And what that means for us adults is that we have to readjust to trying to get up at basically a different time to get ready for work. But what it means to us here in the fire service is change your clocks and change your batteries, okay? I'm talking about the batteries in your smoke alarm. So I want you to tell your grown-up to make sure when they change their clocks this weekend to go ahead and put a new battery in that smoke alarm, okay? That's very important because smoke alarms save lives. And of course here in Little Rock, if you don't have a working smoke alarm in your home, please give me a call. We will get one in your house for free, okay? That is one of the programs we offer here in Little Rock. So that aside, and talking about daylight savings time, share with you a couple more little safety tips. Tonight is Halloween, which means we'll all be dressed up in our best costumes, and we'll probably be going out trick-or-treating, or we'll be going to a function somewhere where, like Safe Treat tonight there in Clarksville. But it's very important when we're doing things at night, and especially when we're dressed in a costume, that we are visible to people, okay? That means if you can have something reflective that you wear, like a vest or something like that, you can get some of those glow bracelets and necklaces that you can wear, and you should always carry a flashlight with you, okay? Don't shine a flashlight in people's faces, but you should carry one. That allows other people that may be driving in their cars to be able to see you, move over, give you enough room. And so we want to make sure that you stay safe on this holiday. So those are my Halloween safety tips for you. Also, before I forget, let your parents check your candy for you, okay? I know what you're thinking, but Firefighter Bo, my parents, my grown-ups are gonna eat my candy. They may do that, okay? But nevertheless, let them check your candy, because you never know what's been opened or what's gone bad or anything like that. We don't want anybody to get a hold of a nasty piece of candy. So, but enough on Halloween. My fire safety tip for the day is, I know everybody's been carving pumpkins over the last few weeks, and we always like to stick a candle down in the pumpkin so that we can make whatever we carved into the pumpkin glow. But I want to caution you to get rid of the candles, okay? You can go get little LED bulbs, flameless candles that can sit down in there. They're battery operated. Turn them on, set them down in there. They don't heat up. There's no flame, no fire, no smoke, anything like that. And we don't have to risk there being a fire anywhere because we put a candle in a pumpkin. So, you know, that's my fire safety tip for you today. No candles, period, but no candles in the pumpkin. So, until then, you can follow Molly on her Facebook page at facebook.com/Molly the Fire Safety Dog. And you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Firefighter Bo. And as always, we absolutely love the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation. Great foundation, great organization that is helping children all across the world, helping their families as well. To all the wonderful people at First Alert, everything that you do for us here in Little Rock, like I was talking about the free smoke alarms, that is a program that you help us with here. Truly a business, an organization that is family oriented and, you know, wants to keep the community safe. So thank you to First Alert, and thank you to Chief Joe Gray and the Fire Chief Greg Summers here in Little Rock for allowing me to be on the show today, and the partnership that we've developed over the last year with the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation, the Fire Safety Dogs. And that is right, if you go back to last October of 2013, it was my very first episode here on the Sparkle Safety Spot. So we've been doing it a year now, and I believe that means that me and Firefighter Dana and Molly are going to get together and do an anniversary cake. So I'll have to talk about that to her later, and definitely hope for many, many more years to come for a great partnership with them. So happy Halloween. And the next time you see me, I will probably have a mustache that I'm growing for charity. So until then, be safe and be good. Bye-bye.